G'day, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey. Joining me on the show this week, it's Naomi Higgins.
Merry Christmas, everybody. That was pathetic. Either clap well or don't clap.
I thought we were all going to do it. And
I thought it was beautiful clapping.
That was like clapping that they insert in a movie where the beautiful lead is like doing something embarrassing and quirky on stage.
You made it into a movie. That's you know how hard it is to get a movie made.
Alasdair Tremblay-Birchall. And Matt Stewart.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
And to you.
Now, Naomi did have a go at Al's bad clapping before, and I thought, a bit rich when you haven't even had a chance to prove yourself yet. But you put your money where your mouth was, and you clapped hard.
Right, that wasn't even my best. I lowered my standards because I was like, oh, we're just fucking around.
You know, I had a friend once ask me
You did not.
Yeah, I did. I both had a friend, and they both asked me. And they asked me if I had been professionally trained to clap.
Wow.
Really? Go on, give us some.
Give it, yeah.
Wow. And now let's see the opposite end of the spectrum. Come on.
That's pretty good. That makes a
Naomi,
sound.
doesn't that hurt that he's been called out as being a professional level clapper, and what he gave to you before was absolute rubbish?
I didn't even think about that.
A small amount of my claps means a lot.
Let's have a clap.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I want
It's so funny because it always comes up because Evan can't clap for shit because he just cups air.
That's all clapping is
No, it isn't. It's slap it. We can't do this every episode.
I want to thank our new patrons who signed up since our last episode: Julian Waltz, Harry Osmo, Will Egan, and Marcus.
These all sound like famous people.
Yeah, Will Egan. Didn't he play for the Wallabies?
Osmo, wasn't she Princess Leia?
Julian Waltz. I'm pretty sure he was in Prometheus.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, quickly, before we really kick off the show, let's say happy birthday to Patrick.
Happy birthday, Pat.
Happy birthday today.
It was the other day.
Oh. Happy birthday.
Hey, there's a kite.
Oh, fuck.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you. How old are you, Pat?
Clap.
25.
Yeah, something like that. 27.
27.
Why was he
Did he forget?
Maybe.
I was born at all.
They do that in Canada?
Where I come from, you after singing Happy Birthday, you then go Bonne fête Alasdair, like that. Bonne fête
Are you
Alasdair.
from French Canada?
Yeah, and then after
Are you
that
actually?
one, you go Mon cher Alasdair, c'est à ton tour de te laisser parler d'amour. Mon cher Alasdair, c'est à ton tour
Is that
de
Spanish?
te laisser parler d'amour.
you okay?
And then my mom will continue, even though the rest of us stop. She goes, Mon cher Alasdair, c'est à ton tour de te laisser parler d'amour. Like that. She goes up a thing.
That's awesome. Oh, she's got an extra key.
Yeah, she's
Got a lot of range.
wide
Love a
range.
key
Serious
change.
right now?
This is what we actually do at my house, yeah, when we my birthday.
That's crazy.
This week, we're talking about Garfield Lasagna Party. But first, what do you think of this?
I played a different game.
What did you play?
I played Croc on PS1.
Uh,
Was that? I thought that was the game.
no, it's the Garfield.
Oh
What
my
is your
God.
system?
I'm so embarrassed.
Sony has
Makes
it.
sense because that came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I played Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo?
Who's Banjo? So close. So close.
I thought I had something there.
Sony has announced a new product called MOCopi, a portable motion capture system
Kobe Kazooie.
at an affordable price point. The kit includes 6 motion sensors that connect to your phone via Bluetooth for use in VR metaverse apps or for capturing motion for later use.
Seems crazy to
Can you
create.
say that again? Because I zoned out.
So they've got Sony has announced this thing. It's a kit of 6 motion capture devices.
Okay.
They're Bluetooth to your phone and they capture.
They make you into a sexy lady.
Well, if you like, but that's not just what it's for.
Is she from Genshin Impact?
I don't know. She's just an anime
like it.
woman.
She's an anime lady.
Firstly, do you think it's crazy that they're bothering to go for 3-syllable words, new 3-syllable words, when there's a bunch of 1-syllable words that haven't been used yet?
Are you talking about MOCopi, the name?
Yeah, MOCopi.
What could they have done instead?
Like schlop,
That's a word.
Slop.
wharf,
Word.
wharf, front.
Okay,
That's front. That's front.
that's close to fun.
Okay, front.
Frint.
Frint.
Frint. Okay.
About clack.
Yeah, clack.
Is that a one syllable?
Grund,
Half.
Okay.
grund, leads.
I think well MOCopi, it's like motion capture, P.
Yeah.
The P stands for P. Why not just MOCo then?
MOCo. I think
What about
MOCo is
moke?
probably already a thing.
What about Moke?
Moke?
Is it too late? Should we send him a letter?
MOC?
Yeah, M-O-K-E.
MOKE.
The moke.
Moke.
It's short for MOCopi.
Are you on the Moke? Yeah, I'm getting on the Moke.
You guys
I'm
doing
on
Moke?
Do you think
Fuck are you guys talking about? You've gone back. You're supposed to be
Oh,
over there.
fuck, I just love Evan.
you're just kicking
Is
into
it, is it a love of Evan or is it a hate of me? And I need to know.
Everyone has a bit of the desk that is uniquely oriented to you.
That's true. You just stick to the middle of your section.
So-
This desk was built for 4 seats like that.
Why would this
doesn't care.
creature go out into the world?
Look at her. She's having so much
Why
fun.
not? Why wouldn't she?
That's
What do you
how I
mean?
feel when I walk around.
You think she should be locked up somewhere? I don't understand.
Hell, is that what you're saying? You want to lock her up?
Lock her up.
wrong with you?
Lock her.
Lock up the anime babe.
Could you have like Hillary Clinton and you put that on and then you can be Hillary Clinton?
The possibilities are
She's
endless.
just skipping around the park.
But this lets you Andy Circus.
Yes.
This lets you Andy Circus anything.
Andy Serkis, anything.
But like,
Oh, so this is like the new version of having balls all over you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is why. I think this is why it's
This is
so
a game
exciting.
changer.
Because
Finally, they're innovating on something I care about.
normally, yes, motion capture requires very expensive equipment and complicated software and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like ping pong balls.
I doubt that lady likes that thing that much. She's just staring at that anime babe like, Queen, what have we gotten up to today? We're crazy.
but like,
Yes.
but how does the character go outside and walk around?
What do you mean? How does the character do that?
Like, so, but are you gonna go out wearing that stuff?
Yes.
And then somebody's filming you,
Yes.
and then you'll be that character.
Yes. You've nailed it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. So
It's not for gaming, it's for like animation.
well, it's for a few things. So you can use it to capture your motion in real time to use in like a VR app or in the metaverse, or you can record your.
Metaverse. I'm listening now.
So we're like that movie about Garfield where it's just like a cartoon Garfield in a real world. Next time they can
Yeah.
just film it using Moke.
Well, yes. Well, I guess so.
AR with that?
Yeah.
How does it remove
I mean, this
you?
is AR.
How does it remove you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you record your motion and then play it back. So you can record record your movement and then play it back as a character or something.
So it's kind of like reverse metaverse because you're bringing. Because metaverse is you're supposed to go into a digital world, but really what you're trying to bring is a digital person into the real world.
Well, I guess this is both. This is bi-directional. You can put your movements into a virtual environment to represent yourself, or you can.
Okay, you can create outdoor location videos, so I guess it can replace you in the footage.
Yeah, maybe it's doing something clever in
AR.
the app to do that.
But it's not figuring out your facial expressions.
No, well, I
things
think
on the face.
I feel like
I
maybe
mean, it could.
I think maybe it can do that with your phone's
Filter.
camera. I think it might be able to do that. I saw something in another thing but it doesn't.
Facing in the camera.
The kit itself doesn't. So this is like 6 Bluetooth devices. They go on your wrist, your head, your hips, and your ankles. Your hips.
yeah, ankles.
Hips.
Now, do they steal your data on how your body moves or something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
All these things do that. And you've known Evan as long as I have.
Yeah, that's true.
Forever. And I've always been like, Evan, should we be concerned about it? Because he's the computer guy I know. I'm like, Evan, should we be concerned about this? And he'd be like, no, who cares? He's been saying that forever.
Yeah.
He's never cared about privacy.
I don't know if anyone. I don't care if they know where my hips are. Really?
He's got nothing to hide. his hips don't lie.
That's, yeah,
My hips have got nothing to hide.
I suppose you don't have anything to worry about. You know, but then some Russian hackers releasing all your hip info on the dark web. You know, and then people are tracking your hips live. And they go, I'm going to go meet Evan's hips at the supermarket. And there you are, you're bending over to bloody pick up some ice cream cones at the bloody supermarket. And then boom, there's a guy's face there. Hey, some Russian guy who loves you.
No way to know
Loves your
if it's
hips.
Evan, but we do know it's Evan's hips. Right here, right now.
Hey, this is what this is leading to.
And you're just going to tick the button, aren't you?
So you're going to tick the
yeah.
button.
Yep.
Ticking that button.
Yep. I'll bloody pay for the privilege. $500 or something this would be.
Oh, but I can't wait to get into the metaverse.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Oh, I hate the real world.
I want in. I want
Get
into
me in
it.
there.
Get me in there. I love all those shows where people just die and go into the metaverse.
I love the idea Zuck had where he's like, you could buy a shirt for $25 in the metaverse. I'm like, whoa, when? When can we do it? Let me spend $25 in the metaverse.
That is pretty cheap.
It's cheaper than you might. I mean, unless it's US dollars or.
So cheap. $25 for a t-shirt.
Well, at least you know that I guess
And you don't have to clean it? I assume.
What's the quality like? What's the fabric count?
I don't know.
Count.
no one's
I haven't-
being exploited by that. There's no.
No, I'm sure Facebook isn't
sure,
exploiting
yeah.
anybody.
I think it'd be interesting to see where the weaknesses are in this because it doesn't. It's only it's not capturing as much data as the more expensive the professional motion capture kits.
Can't do fingers.
It can't do fingers. It can't do face. It'd have to guess like where your elbow is based on where your wrist is. That sort of thing.
Yeah, so for someone with a normal elbow, a standard elbow, fine. But what about me? I got funny elbows.
Yeah. So maybe you need some elbow
Where is
trackers, shoulder trackers.
Yeah, I don't like it. I didn't realize the elbow thing.
Oh, why
Okay.
didn't it's on your...
What?
Depends how good the software is, honestly.
You think you can extrapolate or interpolate the position of your elbow based on the position of your wrist versus your head?
Yeah.
I think
I reckon you could, if you were good enough.
I think the boring stuff about this is that this is probably not that different to like a Snapchat filter. Because any of those ones, or like the ones that you'd use in like Messenger or whatever, where your whole face is covered by a cartoon, there's not really any expression or fun or you there left. And so with this, you're a cartoon, but all those motions have already been kind of built into it. You're not there. It's like it's not like partly you still. You're just getting to choose how it moves rather than actually be a part of it a little.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on your application, right? Like if the point is to be you in a metaverse situation,
yeah.
then that's not really a concern. If you're using it for like animation or something, then I mean, again, it's not. It's just trying to streamline that process.
I think it would be more you than you think.
No, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
I mean, we've already
Some
given
people
so much
move
away. haven't
in
we?
a way that is fucked.
You think, B?
And I reckon that it'd pick it up.
Don't we all have unique gaits?
Like,
The question that people have been asking for millennia.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
It's like your gait is as identifiable as your fingerprint or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I've seen people that I think are someone else from their gate, and it's not them, it's a stranger. But I'm like, but they walk exactly the same.
Evan, is
wait,
it
but isn't
possible
that
to
the
see your
opposite of
gait?
what we were just saying? You're saying that there's heaps of people that have the same gait as people
Well,
that
it's
you
like
know.
almost the same. No, but it's like you're sure that it's that person.
You've had the same thing with fingerprints as well, right? Where you're like, oh, I know that fingerprint.
Oh, no,
that's
that's
my friend, and it turned out to be slightly
yeah,
different.
and then the details a bit
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
All fingerprints
I'm
look
so
the same.
embarrassed.
All fingerprints look the same.
Evan, I really think that after bringing up gaits, your viewers are going to want to see what your gait looks like. They're sick of seeing you behind the desk. They haven't seen your hips. They haven't seen your gait.
Let's see
They want you
your
to
gait.
get up and show them what you got.
How far can you walk?
Gate fest.
My hips.
I mean, your
hips are-
gips.
Yips.
That's another one-syllable word.
Exactly. Beautiful, unused syllable word. Call that a MOCopi. Call it the gips.
Hips. I can't. I don't. I'm tethered. I can't really.
Just
But I can.
unplug it and don't speak.
No, I'll just. I can do this.
No, but that's not normal. What is that?
No,
That's
There you go. Oh,
Don't
no.
walk like that.
Hang on.
you always
are you
walk
hiding
around like you're in
from
the
them?
middle of an Italian opera.
I'd do it. You'd do it in front, right? So Patrick can see the whole package. It's his birthday too.
walk normally.
Oh, just having a
walk
nice
normally.
normal walk.
How do you walk? How do you walk?
Hey, Just walk.
All right, hang on. I'll do
That-
normal walk.
Yep. That little jog was more natural.
I'm thinking about it too much.
Just for those who can't hear him, he said, "I'm thinking about it too much." But
Yeah.
he didn't need to say that because it's very clear.
Yeah.
You could tell
You were stuck in your
the
head.
way he was swinging his arms around like a fucking Mickey
Oh, one more
Mouse
try. Maybe
character.
look, carry a plate of mince pies.
Yeah, I
That's
think
it.
you got to do the Jerry Seinfeld acting.
I need something to distract me.
Yeah.
I'll think about pies.
Oh, look at those.
No, wait, I
pies.
think you should start from over here. Start from over here. Just come this way. Start from over here.
You've gone the long way there, haven't you?
Well, otherwise I'm going to be moving the other way.
It's true.
Right, go. Well, see, what I was going to do is, like, you wouldn't be thinking about it because you'd just be walking
Yeah.
over there, but then you went around the back.
Sorry, okay.
Well, do one from that
was
side.
a very
You just do one from that side, though.
Wait, maybe carry this guy as well.
What?
Hey, no, just keep going. What? Do a proper one once you get to the other side.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
This is my normal walk.
Now do it. Now do one without thinking about it.
Oh,
Don't think.
Don't think about it. You're thinking.
He's like literally going on his tippy toes.
Now do it like an ape.
Yeah.
Like do it like you're Dr. Zaius. Yeah, there we go.
Tazo's terrified.
Do it like Andy Serkis is playing Caesar.
look, I think.
Yes, like that.
That was good.
Would you like?
Thank you.
Really good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's cupping air.
I like the idea of like there being some sort of event and a few people are like getting very competitive about who's clapping better.
By the way, you just doxed yourself by giving away your gate like that. That's going
They can analyze that.
straight
Like
onto
staying anonymous in the metaverse,
on the
idiot.
it's going straight on Silk Road. Somebody's whacking off to it already.
Future do go on topic. I just recorded one about Silk Road.
Silk Road,
Yeah.
really? My
What a
gosh.
fascinating
Someone's
tale.
deep faking your gate right now.
Deep fake the gate.
Deep gate.
You are now a playable character in whatever that was.
In Garfield Lasagna Party.
Hey, speaking of Garfield Lasagna Party, maybe we should move on
I think
What two?
to
Before we do,
yes.
if you became all animated, what would you be? A person, animal, another thing? You could be anything. See, that's the beauty of this. Something that Al was overlooking.
I mean, I've always felt like I could be anything anyway.
But you can't really be. You've always limited by being Evan.
and you're limited by that fucking gate.
I'd be limited by the gate anyway.
My God.
Even if I'm like some, animal,
As-
I I would also be.
What are they called? Animal.
I would also
Oh, my
be
God.
still limited by my gait. I can't, that's not something I can change.
Right.
You've got those beautiful looks, but it's the gate stopping you from being a model.
Maybe I would probably try being Kim Kardashian because I'm only a centimetre shorter than her.
Really?
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and I don't think
She's
you'd even
really
notice from a distance.
I would imagine Kim would be tall.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's as thick as people think she is.
It's thick.
Well, you're imagining in
like
proportion,
height-wise.
but you got to shrink the whole image down.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
same to
You got to
the
grab
same
it from
next
the.
to
You
me.
got to grab it from the corner.
From the corner, you got to hold shift.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to just go.
Don't
one
grab the
way.
side. Yeah, she's gonna go like this.
And then it would just be me.
Garfield Lasagna Party is a multiplayer party game that lets you play as all your favourite Garfield characters, except John. It boasts more than 30 mini-games set in all sorts of familiar locations from the Garfield universe. So is it a blatant knockoff of Mario Party or a late contender for Game of the Year? Let's take a look at the
Is
trailer.
there anywhere in between?
No.
Peggy 3. Ready, set, lasagna. Get ready for maximum fun. Up to 4 players. Multiply the madness. collect lasagna. Over 30 mini games. Video games have never been so delicious. Garfield Lasagna Party, available now.
That
didn't play that one out.
was a look at the trailer for Garfield Lasagna Party. So this is this game. It really is quite a lot like Mario Party.
Yes, I noticed that immediately.
I mean, Mario is strangely absent.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was going to say something, it's a lot like Mario Party. I'd be expecting at least a little bit of Mario.
A little bit more Mario.
But it's like they've taken Mario Party and
Luigi.
swapped out the characters for a Garfield.
Are you just
character.
saying because of lasagna that it reminds you of Mario? Because that is actually...
He's Italian. Is that what it is?
No.
Oh, that's
Jesus
an
Christ, heaven.
No.
That's how they're able to get away with this.
You think it could just be Mario's wearing the MOCopi?
What? Oh, right.
MOCopi.
MOCopi or whatever?
The
coffee.
No. What I'm saying is the sort of board sort of gameplay thing with the mini games.
Yeah, I found a
I
lot
certainly
of
was.
Yeah. Damn!
Hey!
I didn't get to play that version, but I played all the mini games with Al.
This bit,
Yeah?
this
We worked
bit,
through all
the
three.
bit that's on the screen there.
Yes.
With the steps, and it's like a board game.
Yes.
It was so slow. It was just like, I don't know who's designing this game, but you just keep it moving, keep it. Like, I don't care about all the like seeing the same little videos over and over again. People go, or whatever. Like, who gives a shit? I don't want to see the dice roll. I don't want to see. And keep it moving.
You just want all business.
Well, here's the
Some
thing.
people like slow TV, some people like slow video games. You're not...
No one
that
likes
guy.
slow. People don't do video games for slow. Those are people who are fucking starved of dopamine. Okay. They need stuff to be happening.
Right, okay.
They're not watching a train. Okay, you talk about a very different type of person.
Oh, gotcha.
I really like Mario Party, right? One of my, if I can say this word, bugaboos about Mario Party is when it's someone's turn to roll and they don't click roll because they're distracted or they're in the toilet.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, it's your turn. Garfield Lasagna Party takes it a step further by every time after someone rolls, then everyone has to confirm that they don't want to play like a cut or a fish or a lasagna or a thing against that dice roll.
It has like modifiers, so you have items that can either like add 2 to the roll or like take 1 or 2 away from a roll or something like that.
Yeah, but that is every single roll you need. Everyone after you've rolled it, so we have to wait for the person to roll. And then after that, you have to wait, and then everyone has to click confirm that they're okay with the roll.
This is what your whole night is Suzanne, click. Suzanne, you have to click. Suzanne, Michael, are you? I'm just yelling at Suzanne about clicking. Can you click? click. Is everybody clicked? No. Well, then why aren't we moving forward?
No, well, you're...
Me earlier, and then imagine the egg on my face when later on I'm the one who's not clicking. It's like
believe
you
it.
were all about telling people that they had to press the button, and now you look like a fucking slut.
I think this is a game for the modern age. Are you okay? You okay there with the roll? You okay? We're just checking with Evan now. You okay with the roll?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to move forward with a game where not everyone is okay to roll the dice.
Yeah, you don't want to get left behind.
I mean, it's you realise that it's, hey, do you want to fuck them up? You want to fuck them over right now? You want to fuck them over? We'll wait for you to tell us whether you want to fuck them over. We'll wait.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You good?
That's
Does
humanity.
Does anyone want to punch Evan in the face? Of course they do. You don't need to ask.
But it's nice to make sure everyone is okay with punching Evan in the face before we punch him in the face.
So Garfield, a lot of this game is the mini games. There's 32 mini games.
Yeah.
It says with 32 mini games and 3 play modes, the fun never ends.
I reckon Al and
I
I
would
got
say
through most of them
The
today.
fun does end.
The fun can.
Does end?
The fun doesn't really get going.
Like, did you play the board game one?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, so I agree. Very, very slow.
I couldn't get through the whole board game because a short one is 10 rounds.
I thought that too. I'm like, yeah, I'll play a short one, and I was
and
like,
it takes so fucking long.
yeah, I
That's
like.
10 rounds of 4 people playing, and each person playing takes 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
It's a
Yeah.
long time.
And at no point can you have any strategy because it's just unclear what the fuck is going on or whether you're supposed to like be racing through the. Because in Mario Party, and I hate to bring it up, and I'm sure the Lasagna Party people are looking at this and they're being like, don't bring up Mario Party, but I am going to bring it
I
up.
think the Lasagna Party people will be watching this.
I mean, how many reviews are they going to get? But in that, you're racing to try and get a star, right?
Yep.
Primarily.
Yes.
And so you're trying to get to a specific space to get the star. And it's a lot easier to tell what's going on. With this I don't know, the AI, when you play with AI, they seem to be like racing, trying to get as far forward as possible.
Yeah.
I've got no fucking idea why.
Yeah. Also, each of the things that you land on all kind of do different things, and there is a legend that you can bring up, but it's quite complicated.
Every space does something different. In Mario Party, you just have the blue ones, you get 3 coins.
Yeah.
The red ones, you get -3 coins. And then
somehow-
there's like occasional special ones.
It's somehow way deeper, but way simpler than this. But yeah, ultimately, it's a lot about the mini games.
It really made me impressed by Mario Party, by how much seems to be going on in Mario Party, but I can still grasp it and it is not overwhelming, whereas this is just fucking insane.
I reckon some of the mini games are fun though. Did you play many of the mini games?
I think I played most of them, if not all.
Like that, Al and I had fun playing that you're rolling on the top of a snowball game.
Roll on top of the snowball, and you get
I didn't do that one.
Yeah, that one was fun, because then you're just knocking each other off or whatever like that.
I
And
played... No, sorry, are you still going about this?
I mean, I have quite a few levels to talk about this. It reminds me, actually, of a Fellini film that I watched.
There was one level that I found fun, and it was because I was playing with Emma and Frankie, friends of the show. And there was a level where someone is holding a clock, but you don't want to be holding the clock. So it's like
it a
holding
bomb?
a little alarm clock, and whoever's holding it for the longest loses the round. So you're trying to chase it. It's like tag, basically.
It's just the opposite of the lasagna one, where you want to be holding the lasagna for the longest time.
Yes,
it's just the same, but
opposite
the
of that.
opposite.
don't know
A
how
lot
they
of
come
these
up with their
games are
ideas.
very similar to other games. But Frankie couldn't catch anyone, and she could barely get through the doors to where people were, and they just started screaming. And that was funny. But that was more of like torture.
Okay. They weren't having fun, maybe.
No, it was just like, and that, I would say it's fun with friends, but then everyone did get
That's
sick of
got to
it.
be the point of it though, right? No one's playing this quietly alone, probably.
I mean, I did.
My biggest...
Yeah, but
I was about to say, if there's
but to be
anyone-
fair, I wasn't enjoying myself. So,
I think the biggest problem I had with it were the levels where there are other dogs in it. And you're like, Odie is a dog, and they're dogs.
Oh, yeah, but he's like a fucking little pussy dog. you know?
Right, okay.
what kind of dog is Odie? I feel like I've.
He's like a little rat.
Okay, like our dog,
Is he?
like Gonzo.
I actually took some photos of some of the levels, the instructions. First of all, I was doing like the challenge one where you could just pick the mini games, right? Once you get into like the instructions for a mini game, you can't go back. So once you see it, you can't get out of it.
you have
Like,
to play
I don't
it.
want to play this one.
Yeah.
So
Did you notice that the instructions also said for each level the difference between the circle button
Yes.
and the joystick button looked exactly the
They have
same?
the
Yeah.
same symbol, because it's just a circle with a circle in it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
took us so long to figure it out. And when I
Yeah.
said it took us so long, Al figured it out eventually and told me.
It took me a while because I was like, "What? Use circle to steer? How do I steer with a
Yeah.
button?
I was confused.
What's going
I
on?"
tried.
Because it's like X to do this and then circle to steer. Like, oh, it means
have
the
any of those
joystick.
troubles, but
Well, you were playing on a different console. I wonder if that would have made a difference.
Probably.
Because we were on PlayStation and it wasn't quite.
this is the instructions for the game, the mini game Frozen Treat. Collect as many treats as you can after provoking the dog in front of a bush. You must also avoid it, or you'll lose points.
Yeah, that one was...
Right.
Yeah, you didn't even really need
Provoke the dog in front of a bush. You must also avoid it. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, this one was good. Bulk pizza. Be the fastest one to select the most right boxes and earn the most points without getting eliminated.
There really isn't.
What is that?
There isn't much to every single game.
Yeah. What would help is because in Mario Party, again, it lets you practice them first.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it doesn't. It relies on these instructions, and then you have to do it. And often, like half the game's over by the time you work out what you're actually supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And that can be very
Compare
frustrating.
that to Mario Party. It's like shake a can of soft drink, and then you see who gets the biggest fountain.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas in Garfield, it's this level's called Good Boy. Let the dog get as close to you as possible, and then shake the bone to earn as many points as possible.
Yeah.
They're inscrutable.
I mean, there is a feeling like somebody was making a lot of these games the day before it was about to go out. Because there's one where they're just like, yeah, just grab as much lasagna off the table while John isn't shining a light on you, and you're just grabbing them. And then John's spotlight's over there, and you can just keep grabbing lasagna.
That was obviously inspired by that classic situation where it's nighttime and you've left a bunch of lasagna out on various in bird baths in your backyard,
Yeah.
but then you're worried that all your pets are trying to eat them, so you're just standing out. You're in your bedroom, but you got the window down and you got a flashlight and you're just looking around.
Only it was also daytime. Why is there a spotlight anyway? It was.
You can see, cunt.
And I'm not bitter that I forgot about the spotlight rule and I lost all of my points because the spotlight was right on me for ages.
And you just
and I didn't walk away. Yeah. I think the game was silly.
Yeah. There's so many buttons in that. It's like one of those games that's just trying to keep your attention. So it just keeps
like a
giving you
mobile
points.
game.
Who is this aimed at, do you think?
Huh?
Who's it aimed at, do you reckon?
Surely children.
I guess kids.
So what? I mean, maybe we have no right to talk about
But
it.
our kids
Maybe we
into
have no right to
Garfield?
talk.
Like, what kid is into Garfield?
Garfield's from before my time, and I'm
Yeah.
as old as the wind.
I would say this is still way too complicated for a kid because a lot of these games I could not grasp at first. Did you play the one with the conveyor belt and there's food coming at you?
Oh, no.
Oh, was that
Yeah,
I Love
and then you
Lucy
press the
kind of
button
situation?
to close the bin so that they come
Shirley,
into
mate.
your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most confusing. You have food. It's watch for the food coming on the conveyor belt, but don't eat the chili. But make sure to memorize what's coming on everyone else's belts, and make sure to press the alarm.
Because they package up and jump over or something. I couldn't quite
I
work
still
that out.
couldn't figure out what the alarm was for at any point because occasionally you just press a button and we just go wah, wah, but you had food coming to you on a conveyor belt, but there was a bin right in front of the conveyor belt. This took me a while to figure out. And if you wanted to eat the food, then you had to close the bin so that the food could get to you.
Yeah.
And then you could eat it. And we were all just pressing the wrong buttons the whole time until 2/3 of the way through. No kid would be able to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Is Garfield about to go out of copyright or something like that? Is
I
that
don't
why?
think so. They're making a new film, and I think Chris Pratt is going to be Garfield.
Well, that would be great.
He's also Mario,
Is that a
isn't he?
joke?
Yeah.
No, I think that's. I think
He
that's
should
true.
voice some cartoons.
Wait, is that really?
Is it? I think that's true.
I thought that was. This is the opposite of the Mandela effect, where I thought we all made that up as a joke.
I mean, it
Now,
might
why
be.
would that
Is this
be
a confirmed?
true?
I'm not sure. Is it a confirmed thing, or is this just a rumor?
Surely he's not playing He's the Mario one, Chris, isn't he?
Yeah, he's also Lego. He's also
It's true.
Emmett.
All right. Well, there you go.
He's a guy who's very good at voices. He's famously one of the best voice artists in the world.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that he's playing another iconic character that is very much a one-note 2D character?
I hate Mondays.
Do you think he's going to do the Bill?
Pratt.
Sorry, I spoke over you.
I wasn't saying anything of value, so I don't think that even counts as misogyny.
Thank God. It was just like I was speaking over a regular person.
She was doing a Chris Pratt
You
impression.
see manners, the joke there, you see manners.
That's right, and that was misogynist.
Hey, I'm glad you went back in for more.
Yeah, a bit like this pie.
What are you saying?
Do you think Chris
Get to
Pratt?
the point.
Do you think Chris Pratt will do the Bill Murray voice?
Ah.
No, that's
What's
problematic
the Bill
now, I
Murray
think.
voice?
Well, all the other Garfield movies had Bill Murray do Garfield.
Oh, did they?
But Bill Murray famously had a really bad time and thought that the
Really?
movies were stupid.
Wow.
They were stupid. What about?
Wait, what was that? Did he do the voice
Garfield
in the
voice.
live action one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember watching that, and that was bad.
What about Lorenzo Music?
What is that?
Yeah, good question.
Didn't he do the voice of Garfield
Lorenzo Music.
in like a... Yes.
That's not a...
In the cartoon, he did Garfield before.
Okay, so he's a real person. He's
Pre
not
Bill
like-
Murray, yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like you made up a guy.
Yeah.
No,
Lorenzo Music sounds like you're
Yeah,
not
it
even
sounds-
trying hard.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're in a sitcom and someone's like, oh, if this person exists, you just made up, what's
Yeah.
their name? And you're like, Lorenzo Music.
Yeah. Oh, what about Eduardo movies? Oh, what about it?
Christmas decorations mug.
Oh, Iguana Books. Didn't Iguana Books used to do the smell of Dolly Parton?
Actually, a common misconception.
it was
It
Lorenzo
was actually
Music.
traffic cone hole.
But the difference is Bill Murray kind of did a Garfield voice in those movies, right? He sounded basically like Garfield.
Yeah, and you don't trust Chris Pratt?
Well, he didn't do a Mario voice.
I reckon he'll do the Mario voice for Garfield.
Yeah.
It's me, hating the Mondays. Hello, John.
You drink at the cum. Do you see that one?
You drink at the cum?
Yeah, he drank a
Well,
cum
this
in.
comes up all the time.
comes up
And
famous.
This comes up most
Oh.
weeks where John is drinking cum in the...
He drank dog cum, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
he
wasn't cum. It
That's
was
in
dog
one
cum.
of the
It
actual
wasn't.
original comics. He drinks dog cum.
Wow.
John does.
Yeah.
Because he's like at the vet and then he just like picks up a mug and drinks it. And then the vet is like, oh, well, you're going to have a litter of puppies.
Yeah, then none of it makes sense, does it?
No, but that's good. But that's why maybe the comic has lasted so long, because he set the boundaries for what this comic could be so far
Yeah.
that he has so much area to fill in.
Yeah.
Now he can make a joke about, a Christmas tree. He can make a joke about a cow, shit like that. He's like, there's no,
He's got
there's
a
no
market
limits.
at either end. Because the
Honestly-
furthest limit, obviously, is drinking
drinking
mug
dog
of
cum.
dog cum.
Yeah.
You big old mug of dog. cum.
Honestly,
It wasn't that
Garfield
big. It was
rulebook,
standard size.
threw it out the
Exactly.
fucking window.
Yes.
You can do anything.
And that is a
you
real
can drink dog cum, you can do
It's real.
anything.
Yeah, exactly. He could.
And that's why in Space Jam, Michael Jordan makes Bugs Bunny drink a mug of dog cum. And then he goes, it wasn't actually my special dog cum, it was just water. Now it's just you that did it out there.
That's right. You
Is that what happens in Space Jam?
Yeah.
the dog cum was in you the whole time.
Because you drank it earlier.
That's right.
I switched the cups. Is this what this show is?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in a while.
No, that's pretty much what it is.
basically
Yeah, I think
it,
you're
yeah.
nailing it.
And is Ben Russell still on it?
Yes, every
I don't know
week.
who that is.
Name, did you play the level? I think this one here is my favourite, where it's a running race basically. You either got to jump over a ditch or a little
Yeah.
hill,
Slide
or
under.
slide under a clothesline.
That was the one that most resembled a game.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say.
It reminded me of Battletoads, which I think is the peak of gaming.
Yeah.
What do you think is the peak of gaming? What was it?
Gex.
Gex.
Gex?
That's a long time ago.
Pop culture references.
I think it's all been downhill from...
He's a snappy dresser, he's sharp, he's like a little bit crass. You know, wears a tuxedo, I'm pretty sure.
You're thinking of Leisure
sounds
Suit
right.
Larry?
No.
This is a lizard.
That's
Or a gecko.
Leisure Suit Lizard, yeah.
it's more. It's like on a spectrum of like good games. It's like your Leisure Suit Larrys and your Gex. There always has to be, a wry guy in it for me to be interested.
A rye guy?
Wry guy. That's
did you
why I
think
loved
of,
Hades so much.
What Conker's Bad Fur Day? Did you like that?
I don't know what the fuck that
Attitude?
is. What is
What are you talking about?
Nintendo 64 game.
Wash your
from a
mouth
similar
out.
Era.
I didn't have a Nintendo 64. I'm not that old.
It's the same
You would
era
be
as
in-
PS1.
No.
You'd be at least in your early 30s, right?
No.
No?
No, I'm 29.
Whoa.
I'm just aging at an incredible rate.
You're aging one to
the
one.
same
She's
rate.
just always about that much younger than you.
Nah.
Nah.
That's it. I'm on the way
Do you
out.
think it's problematic that we're friends?
Yeah, I actually do now.
If people on TikTok saw this, they'd go crazy.
That's right. They'd be like, she was in nappies when you were in grade 6. You go, oh my God, fuck, I didn't know. We couldn't have talked about video games back then. That would have been inappropriate.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have understood what you're saying. Oh, well, I actually think that.
No, but Naomi was in nappies quite late, until she was about 7.
Yeah, that's true. Still am. What do you think the sound is?
Where do you think the big chunks of flesh fall into?
What? Oh.
I think that was talked about off show.
Oh,
That
sorry.
is a callback to something that happened on the Twitch stream.
Sorry.
I wouldn't recommend that you go looking for it.
Basically, Naomi birthed a Kinder Surprise toy.
Made out of meat.
Anyway,
It's not far off.
so that's Garfield Lasagna Party. It's available now on PC.
How many
Are you
lasagnas
jealous
would
that
you
you
give
can't give birth?
Are you?
Answer whichever question you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hear that question. Well, I'll start with this one. No.
Would you, if you could only have 3 more experiences in your life, you wouldn't take one of them to be giving birth?
No.
What would you choose your 3 experiences to be?
So
your
it
3
wasn't a
last
Kinder
experiences?
Surprise, instead it was a Yowie. Would that change the tune?
Yowies, they're not as good as they used to be. I like a Kinder Surprise, by the way.
Okay, but what
I would
are
always go
By
Kinder
the
Surprise
way.
over a
what are the
Yowie.
3 last experiences you would choose?
And death is included, so you don't have to choose death as one.
Yeah, you don't have to choose.
Death's included.
You'll experience that right after.
But can I?
You could do double death, I suppose.
Double
but
death.
It'd be a bit of a waste.
Yeah.
I'd choose the Saints winning a premiership.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, fat chance.
But I
What
thought
is
this
it?
was
What is it? 1969? Does that impress you?
almost was 66, but so close. So close.
Damn it!
69 is another great year. Woodstock.
Is that when man walked on the moon?
I think man worked on the moon. If you
Is that
consider
when
being
Elvis
astronaut
died?
work,
You do, he gets paid, right?
It's labour.
big year.
You have to pick 3 experiences. Quick, hurry
Come on,
up!
quick.
I quite enjoy playing Need for Speed Unbound. Get to play that a bit more.
You're choosing an experience being playing a game you've already played.
That's great.
He hasn't finished it.
Okay.
I also would like to play a bit more Call of Duty. I need to go back to that one.
It's not like seeing Machu Picchu or something.
And then
I don't
one
wanna see
last
Machu
experience.
Picchu.
One last experience that isn't in a video game.
You could walk on the moon.
I think I'd die if I did that.
No, well, that's coming anyway.
Oh, okay,
That could be
right.
the third choice.
So I could.
Well, you would be in a spacesuit.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. Well,
No playing video games in the spacesuit.
I'd walk on the moon with a Nintendo Switch in my hand.
I don't know. I don't have much. I don't have much drive to be walking on the moon. It has never been an ambition of mine.
But an ambition of yours is to be playing a game you've already played. Would you call that an ambition?
I mean, it's not just a game. It's Modern Warfare.
Sorry,
It's
yeah.
it's a realistic ambition, maybe.
This is a magic
I mean, it would-
Another
scenario.
experience.
It would it'd be pretty great to like win the lottery, right? That'd be a pretty great.
It's one of your last 3 experiences.
You're gonna die immediately.
Oh, I mean, maybe that would be the first one, and then after that,
Then I'd play Need for
My-
Speed and then Call of Duty.
My second last experience would be living a long and fruitful life.
Yep.
That was great. Thank
Look,
you
if
so much.
I, like maybe if if I had more time to think about it, maybe I'd
Nah.
change my mind on those things.
On one of them.
Maybe.
I'm surprised you didn't choose finally having sex.
Have you lost your
Destroyed!
Before we wrap up, we have a Patreon question. This
Garfield off. Get him off the screen.
get rid of Garfield.
Get him off the screen. I don't like it.
You don't like
music
it?
one I never played either. What was that
It
like?
was so long.
Right.
It was like it was like Dance Dance Revolution. You know, you got to press the button in time with the music, but it went for literally like 2 minutes, which is so long to just be focusing on which button you're pressing. It was crazy.
This week's question is from Orange Scissors. If you could bring any food from a game to your Christmas gathering, what would it be? Anybody?
If I was Kirby,
What is that face?
now if I understand
That's my thinking
Kirby
face.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just
Kirby
usually
can
not
eat anything.
thinking.
right? Is that true?
say again.
Kirby can eat anything, right?
Yeah. Well, Kirby can inhale anything, I suppose, that would fit.
Including, what would Kirby famously inhale?
Like a person who has like a sword, and then he would have a sword.
Like Link, yeah, or Mario, other characters, and then it can inherit their
that's the food
abilities.
that I would like to
okay.
eat from a game.
And bring it to
You're
a Christmas
not
gathering.
Kirby.
Or... You are when you play Kirby.
I don't know why you thought that this was the time to say that. What other game? I mean, the pizzas on that Garfield game look really nice.
There's also quite a lot of lasagna in that as well. I don't know if you'd normally
Lasagna
bring
looks
it-
shit ass. But
Where was there lasagna?
In the game, there was the whole party
There
was like a
level that you had to
lasagna
make
party.
a lasagna.
I don't remember that.
The lasagna party.
Are there a lot of famous foods?
Why? It sounds like a slur when you say it.
Lasagna party.
Yeah, when you use that language.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I voted for the
Talks
lasagna.
I mean it
like
as a
that. It
slur.
sounds perverted.
You know which
Cultural
one?
appropriation
I
is what it is.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just because like my family doesn't eat mushrooms, but in Minecraft, you can make the bowls of mushroom soup, and even the bowl looks good. And I think it's made out of wood.
Yeah, okay.
But
Wait, your family? What do you mean your family
Wait.
doesn't eat mushrooms?
like
like a
my
kid.
Like your-
my
for
beloved
generations?
my
Or your
beloved
immediate family?
does not like mushrooms.
I'm not big on mushrooms myself.
Her idea of hell is just mushrooms frying and butter.
Really?
Oh, that
Wow,
sounds
that's-
like
Wow.
heaven.
That's right. So that, and then the
What the
kid.
hell? How is that possible?
Some of the kids seem to be following in that trend, you know.
Can't believe
hate
your heaven
Mario.
could be anything, and you've chosen mushrooms and butter in a pan.
You chose playing fucking Call of Duty before you die, cunt.
You put me on the spot. Listen,
That is so much crazier.
I was being hyperbolic or whatever. I just think that mushrooms smell good.
all right, okay.
Butter.
All right,
Sounds
you
like
weren't-
onions in oil.
You weren't being literal.
You know what that sounds like? It smells like to me? Butter.
Yeah. I like maybe I like the smell of butter frying.
It's like people who say they like winter because, oh, you're all bundled up in blankets. Oh, you like being warm.
That's summer.
That's summer.
What
Yeah.
you like is
The atmosphere is your blanket.
Oh, that's so true.
So you would bring this the Minecraft mushroom soup, is
I
that?
think so, but I also like to eat it in that Minecraft where it was like,
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. You could do that.
Oh, I was at a music festival this week, right? And there was this whole group of people who dressed up in what I assume is a gaming thing. Maybe one of you will know what this is. It's like green diamonds on their heads.
Sims.
Yeah, that's.
I knew it was going to be a video game. That one I should have probably been able to figure out.
Yeah.
Where do the diamonds come from in Sims?
They literally always have it above their head, and it shows that if it's green, then they're happy. But then it changes color if they're getting worse.
I shouldn't say this on a video game show, but I very confidently leant over and said to some other person who doesn't understand video games, I go, I think they're Minecraft fans. And they went, oh. And I went, yeah, I know a bit about it.
Minecraft
does that
fans
game
would not be at a fucking music festival.
Right.
I'll tell you that much.
unless they like real like down tempo, like atmospheric kind of.
There was a bit of that there.
I don't know. Is that wrong to do that?
I don't know the game, but
Is it a place in France where the naked ladies dance? Is that what?
Is that wrong to make that song?
no, I don't know.
Naomi, is there any food from a game that you would?
The only thing I can think of is from a TV show, but there's video games about the TV show, so.
That's the only thing you can think of.
Well, yeah, because most food looks fucking shit in video games. What are you talking about?
Did you not see the pizzas? Did you not play that game where you had to shoot the pizzas in the pizza ovens in Garfield?
It's pizza. Like, you can get pizza.
You can get pizza.
That's what I'm talking about.
What were you going to say?
I would love to eat a Krabby Patty.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's just always shown as like the most delicious thing in the world. Obviously, it doesn't exist. It's unattainable. That's
Yeah.
Or there was an episode of Jimmy Neutron where he doesn't want to eat creamed corn. And I don't think I would actually like creamed corn. And it's supposed to be gross. But in the episode of the show, I was like, I really want to eat that creamed corn because it looked really creamy. But I think it would probably be bad. I don't like corn.
Yeah, well, I really like the cupcakes from Sesame Street, But we're supposed to be talking about food from games, not from TV shows. Is there?
I mean, sure, obviously there's all stuff that we all like the cupcakes from Sesame Street. Obviously, we would all want that. But that wasn't what was asked, and so we can't talk about it.
If we're talking about anything,
though
I'd
we
love to
want
eat one of those foods from Vue de Monde or one of the fancy restaurants in Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to try carrots.
I'm sure games would have carrots in them.
Some of
Oh,
must.
so that's allowed.
Like Shrek the game, Donkey would eat a carrot at some point.
Okay.
I mean, I like that steak that Cypher eats in Matrix. That looks so good. You know, when he's going, "Here's a steak," or whatever. Like, he's like, "Oh, is
that in the
real?"
game? No.
But then there's a Matrix game, so then you can say, "I
Is
want
the
to eat."
steak in the game?
The
I don't know.
food
I didn't play the
from
game.
Spirited Away and the like.
Yeah.
They make that look really
It's
good.
an anime. That's not a game.
Well, life is a game.
A video game.
Yeah, life is a game.
There's so much like what in Wolfenstein 3D. There's like the meal in that, the dinner thing that there's health.
Yeah, that was.
It's like a turkey dinner. That seems like pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess I would take the stuff from Breath of the Wild that makes you really big and strong, and it gives you special powers. You know, I have the special powers.
You cook stuff in Breath
You
of
know
the
what?
Wild.
I would really kill for some stamina.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd get one of those green mushroom things.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Hey Evan, what's the mushroom
Yeah,
called in Mario Brothers? Toad. Toad looks delicious.
Toad looks.
Imagine toad sautéed.
Oh yeah, slice them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to eat a Bulbasaur.
Okay.
I reckon it'd probably taste like turtle meat.
Yeah. With salad, I
How'd
guess.
you
Do
get
you
to that
know what turtle meat tastes like?
Apparently, turtle meat's really buttery and delicious.
Is it because they cook it with butter?
It's always the solution. It doesn't hurt it.
I was thinking of overcooked too, but I'd probably wind up with just like a raw beef patty on a plate.
Oh,
Imagine like Donkey Kong.
That'd be
You know,
right.
A big leg of Donkey Kong roasted.
Leg of Donkey
you
Kong.
playing Overcooked, you probably just get a pot of fire.
I mean, I just made a joke about how I wasn't very good at Overcooked. And
Yeah.
If I could, I
doubling
would just
down on
eat
that.
Need for Speed Underground or whatever.
Unbound.
I'm sorry.
Unbound.
Imagine eating one of Nigel Mansell's legs from Nigel Mansell Racing from Super Nintendo.
What about the? I've always thought the cookies in Cookie Clicker looked quite good.
Oh, is that
You
that
have
game you got
to-
obsessed
you have
with?
you have a disease.
I've always wanted to eat those pills in Dr. Mario.
Oh, yeah.
What are they?
They
Are
got
they
some
prescription?
stuff in them.
Eh?
I don't know what that is.
Remember Dr. Mario was like a.
Game
It's like
Boy,
the
maybe?
original,
Game Boy game?
like.
It was like Candy Crush.
Okay.
I wanted to eat that white worm.
Oh, man, the white worm for me.
What one?
Well, there was a movie in the 80s. I'm sure they did a video game about it. It was called The Lair of the White Worm. And a lot of people look to Santa at Christmas time, but I look
It's a
to
very
the
erotic
white
worm.
Yeah.
Right,
I've
right.
never thought about eating the white worm.
Worms you
juicy?
slurp up like spaghetti.
Yeah, but it's huge.
All right.
It's massive.
Is it a metaphor or something?
Yeah, it's a
Eating the
metaphor.
white worm?
Yeah, eating the white worm is a.
Metaphor for what, Evan?
I saw.
Well, I don't know.
I saw a video yesterday of a bear walking away, but he had just like a huge tapeworm that was like 3 meters long coming out of his ass, and now I'm thinking about that.
Slurp
About
it up.
eating that. Was it flat or just round and kind
It
of?
looked like someone had like shot a spear with a rope on it into his ass, and it was just like the rope just had like trailing off.
Why are
as he
you
was walking away.
thinking about it now that we're talking about
You
food?
said big white
We're
worm.
talking about delicious food, though.
Thanks for the
I mean,
question.
how do you think you
Oren.
got it?
I hope you liked the answer.
I'm not sure there was a single one.
Said I'd eat Yoshi, didn't I? No, Toad. I'd eat Toad.
Yeah. Yoshi'd be pretty good.
Yoshi'd be
It's a
delicious.
dinosaur.
Well, because dinosaurs are birds, so basically
It
would be
tastes
kinda
like chicken.
bird meat.
Yeah.
Would you eat one of the mushrooms in Mario that makes you big and strong?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'd eat the one that makes you into a helicopter.
I'd eat the one that makes you go dun 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 dun. No, that's a star.
We have to thank our top patrons.
That doesn't last long. Honestly, you'll eat it, you'll just be panicking, and then by the time you get your
You'll be-
bearings, it'll be gone.
You'll be hungry again in 20
Takeaway.
minutes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Adrian and why am I so bad at saying Adrian's name? all of a
Hernandez
sudden?
Arista.
Adrian, Hernandez Arista, Amy G, Andre Agnew, Ben Zombie, Blake Hannikin, Brand Wozni, Cameron Forward, Chris Howell, Chris Potts.
Question says, I was trying to do a French accent to like.
Could you do a French?
Canadian.
Ah oui, Christian Sanchez,
Yeah, there you go.
David Bourne.
No, that's only that you're Christian.
Oh.
David Bourne, David Holland, Death Wombat,
You
Decay,
gotta move over again. Look at you.
Diatomic
Wombat.
Blender, Dixie Dean 17, Eric
crazy.
John E, Fahad Altani.
You haven't really explained why you're doing this now. All of a sudden, you're just saying things.
No, I said we have to thank our top patrons.
Okay, fantastic.
And this is how I do
You
it.
have to listen.
Sorry. Two of these, one of these.
Oh, guys, I
Here's-
missed Be Real. We'll just do it now.
Mr. Beryl, how do you pronounce this one?
I can help you. How do you spell it?
HOWDO.
How do you pronounce this one?
Guys.
Cassie Klein.
Right.
I'm the little drummer boy. No,
Yeah, it looks good. Looks great.
Great, okay. Izzy Klein, Latchington, Memester Josh, Michael Flaherty, Mitch Rudolph,
Michael
MJ.
Flaherty's the
Oh, Beck
Irish
got
dancer?
me
How you
doing
two?
it.
How you two?
What?
Oh, wait, am I in the back of this?
Yeah, we did it.
MJ,
MJ.
Nick Mason for president, Oscar A, Robbie Proctor, Soncherry Raikkonen, Scott, Fear the Petraitis, McEachin, Sean Prague, Sunny Sanchez, Siraj Pires, Will Egan, and XZ Neil. If you want to hear your name read out on the show, jump on the Close Personal Friend Patreon tier. There's some great benefits to signing up. You get your all the episodes come out early. We post them on the Discord. You can join the Discord and chat amongst other.
The thing about this is all four of us look bad.
You join the Discord. You can you get access to the cheat sheets, which are great. Beck writes those up.
Supposed to
They're
look
great.
good.
And you can also send
it's
in
supposed to look
questions,
bad, so it doesn't
special
matter.
questions, and vote on them. And then for $5 more, you get a mug as well.
Can you believe it?
Sign up at patreon.com/GameyGame.
Or if you want to go cheaper, just send me $15 and I'll read out your name on the show.
And
That's an offer that's still
deliver you a
stands.
mug.
Yeah, well, no, there's no mug. You don't get all the other benefits at all.
Have you done that yet, where you've just dropped a name in without ever noticing?
No, I mean, this is unrelated, but I would like to say happy birthday to Kevin Phelan. Just happy birthday for, I guess if you're watching this on Twitch, then happy birthday for 3 days from now. But if you're watching it on YouTube, then happy birthday for today. So.
This is Kevin Federline.
Kevin Phelan.
Brittany's former.
No, it is not
Wait,
him.
you
It's a
can't just
different
drop
person.
that they've broken up like that, like it's nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Fed.
Is there anything you guys like to plug, Matt?
Hey, we just recorded an episode of Who Knew with Matt Stewart. Everyone here, apart from Naomi.
Oh.
Al couldn't remember her name, so it would have been awkward. She wasn't around. But
I haven't been anywhere. I've been here.
so it comes out today. I mean, you were late to the shoot, but it comes out today at the time of this going out, normal time on Monday. And it was so good. It was actually way better than whatever this was. And I mean that as a compliment for the show that we made on the podcast. I mean that as, obviously, whatever the opposite of a compliment is.
I've had a really good time here today.
I have too.
And on your thing as well.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. I am on the Two in the
Freaking
Think.
hell.
I am on the Two in the Think Tank podcast.
Since when?
It's not as good as this.
Amazing.
That's great that you got that.
I got that. Yeah. I made it while I lived in a warehouse with Andy.
And me.
And you.
But I just was in my bed while you were doing it.
Oh no.
I could hear it. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I feel really
I
bad.
felt like Naomi when we were doing our podcast earlier today.
Sorry. And then
like you guys are
you can
talking
find me
about
on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter.
That's also true.
You can just find me anywhere. Just Google my name.
In past Christmas episodes, we would have Santa on the show, but last time we had Santa on the show, it ended up with a kerfuffle where Ben got very upset that he didn't get a PS5, and then we had to go buy him a PS5 to make him feel better.
You bought Ben a PS5.
Well, it was a going away. Leaving the show. It was like a goodbye.
Well,
gift.
I'm leaving the show after this.
But yeah, I mean, you haven't, you didn't have kind of had the same sort of commitment that.
I was on the first episode and I've been on the last.
And yet some people are even more committed than Ben, and they didn't get fucking rat shit.
Well, look,
How does your system work, Evan?
Evan wouldn't give you rat shit?
You wouldn't even.
He wouldn't
Did you
even
ask
do
for
that.
that shit, Evan?
there is a small gift under the tree for you, Naomi. It's not a PS5. I'm sorry.
Which PS is it?
It's not a PS.
PS6?
It's not. No, it's just a little
is it?
thing. No, well, you can open it if you want. It's just a little.
What is it?
I don't know if a PS.
I don't know. It's one of the ones
one
that's
that's
a
real?
Well, yeah, the one that's not fake.
Has Evan somehow got a
going to get it.
PS7 early?
Guys, don't look at my gate.
That's private.
This better be good.
It's. I don't. I mean,
Is it better than good?
What a psycho thing to say. It's Christmas time for Naomi, finally.
Yes, finally.
Here it is.
Sorry, you guys don't have any.
I got pie.
You got pie. That's
They
true.
got to be on Matt's podcast.
That's true.
Oh my god, it's fabric.
Oh my god.
Oh
Fabric
my
PS5.
god, it's Gamey Game Crew. Oh my god. And on the back, it's 7 minutes in Evan. Transcribe. That's amazing.
Is that better than a PS5 in a lot of ways?
Yeah, it is. There's some cool stuff coming
Way cheaper.
within the NDI5. You better choose which nick that the NDI uses at the moment. You can't choose, and it'll just use whichever nick it likes and go all over the network. And that's not very, it's fine in some situations, but in situations like ours, it's not very useful because we do have separate networks thanks to the networks with the Netgear switch.
Very literal transcription.
That's beautiful.
Touching.
Anyway,
That's beautiful.
bit of fun.
And thanks for the fake out, but you can give me an album.
No, so I guess we're starting a tradition of gifts that people miss out on.
Hey Naomi, but from what I've learned is you've got to
Beautiful.
complain about not getting a PS5 now, and then you'll get one.
He didn't complain.
Oh, yeah.
It was just we could see
No, he
how
was just
heartbroken
being
he
a
was.
Suki Lala. That's how you get a fucking PS5.
If you leave the show, we'll get you a PS5.
Well, this is my last episode. I'm leaving.
You can't do it now.
Why not?
I don't know. I had time to prepare and
Okay.
need you.
What would you be without me? You'd be fucking whatever Matt's fucking shit podcast is.
It wouldn't be that bad.
No one would be talking about their weird periods. It would be trash.
This is our last episode
It was
of
very festive, wasn't it?
this episode. Yeah, it was our Christmas episode.
Oh, okay, that's probably right.
From Santa Claus,
It's
right down Santa Claus Lane.
It is our last episode of the year, so I want to say thanks to everyone behind the scenes who makes the show happen. We've got Patrick in the studio at the moment, but also Bec, who puts in a huge amount of work putting together the cheat sheets and all the other stuff that happens behind the scenes. Em, who's in the control room most weeks. Tyson, who's in the control room most weeks, but he's not around at the moment. Tarzo, who is often in the studio, keeping the bed warm. Gonzo, who.
Come say hi.
Why are you trying to?
I think you should say hi.
Also, big thanks to Naomi and all the guest comedians who come on the show and make it so much fun. And of course, from everyone here at Gamey Game, thanks to all of you for watching. I hope you all have a great holiday break, and we'll be back for a new season in the new year. Bye.
Bye, everybody. See you next year.